STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel.
Champions!
Artificial intelligence is all the talk these days.
AKA AI.
AI. The ability to extract massive amounts of data and then bringing it to life by creating this ability for it to have predictive analytical capabilities, if you will. This is extremely powerful. We've seen it from ChatGPT to BARD to GPT-4. The list goes on and on. AI seems to be a force to be reckoned with in society these days. And more institutions are implementing this. I mean, depending on where you work, you're probably implementing AI at your job as well. But today we're going to be talking about a very powerful player in the financial space, BlackRock.
Okay.
The ones who have recently bent one knee to Bitcoin. We're just waiting for Bitcoin to slap the other knee down. You see, BlackRock is currently implementing what they call Aladdin.
Oh, they have implemented it, especially in the stock markets now.
So they've implemented Aladdin. It's already in the stock market.
It's being used.
And so Aladdin is a powerful AI platform that is being used by these firms, BlackRock and some others.
Fidelity, etc., etc.
And it's helping with making decisions in investments and trading.
Yep. Globally.
This is about to be implemented onto Bitcoin as well. As you know, BlackRock recently got into Bitcoin. Bend that knee. Okay? Bloody thing. And they're going to be implementing this on their Bitcoin ETF. What is this going to mean for Bitcoin? Double up.
Especially when this article came out saying that BlackRock study revealed that the optimal allocation of Bitcoin for your portfolio.
Yes.
It's not 1% like everybody has been telling you.
I thought that was interesting, okay?
It's not 1% like they've been telling you.
Yeah.
It's 84.9%. Imagine that.
According to their own studies.
Yes.
AI. The thing that they claim is superior to them has told them 84.9%?
True. And guess what?
Wow.
A report came out from TrendSpider on Friday saying that Larry Fink sold exited $15 million of his BA, of his BlackRock shares.
Oh, really?
That's a lot. What is he trying to buy with that?
He's going to buy Bitcoin.
He's trying to catch up.
Fiat is dead.
He's trying to catch up with a micro strategy. That's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to catch up with MicroStrategy.
Hey, it's had to play catch up.
It sounds to me like all you're going to do is make MicroStrategy richer, unless he can find someone that will sell him that much Bitcoins. And if you're willing to sell him that much Bitcoins, you're stupid. There's no two ways about it. Okay.
You know what? You know what's going on? That is why all the banks have closed all the rails. So that we, the peasants, can buy Bitcoins anymore. They can buy all the Bitcoins.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's time for them to catch up.
There is something called peer-to-peer Bitcoin. Go to bitcoin.org and start learning. Learn about hodl.
Yo.
Learn about Paxful.
Yo.
Bitcoin cannot be stopped.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
We'll talk about that later on. But let's dive into this Aladdin situation here. Now, Aladdin stands for Asset, Liability, Debt, and Derivative Investment Network. It is a comprehensive investment management and trading platform that combines sophisticated risk analytics, as they like to say, with portfolio management. But sophisticated risk analysis, listen, man, deep learning, machine learning, you guys have fed all this data to the machines, okay? The machines have analyzed it and now they're doing predictive things. That is what it is. Essentially, there is no free market. Trade at your own risk. It does not matter what you see. It can all change any moment. Double up. Tell us more.
It's almost like studying patterns and trends. Yes, this pattern says that the price action will go up.
Yeah.
But then you wake up, it's the wrong direction.
Kind of like the Dogecoin or Robinhood situation, would you say?
Yup.
Right? Something like that. So
Woo!
with this, then you really have to ask yourself, how can you faithfully or truly trade and tell yourself that anything that you're doing is, at least a free market, if you will?
And it's not free markets, man, because
Okay.
as a matter of fact, the SEC is scared of them. They can't make no decisions.
Well, check this out. Here are some of the things that Aladdin is using, right? He says some of these techniques that Aladdin is using, machine learning. Actually, I already said that one. So there's machine learning, there's natural language processing, and big data analytics.
Yep.
So all similar to what I was explaining before, right? Now, here's where it gets interesting, because it's about how it kind of comes together. Aladdin can automate the process of entering and exiting investments in a number of ways.
Kind of like what we used to do in KuCoin back in the day. The last bull market.
No, more like the person who got in before you got in. Yeah. And this is why I say this, right? It monitors market data and then automatically execute trades when certain conditions are met.
So it knows the market data that you don't know,
Yes.
that they only know.
Yes. And it knows market data that it should not know. For example, think about this. If you're using AI, let's say, I'll give you a rough example here. AI is on Robinhood.
Yep.
AI knows when you transfer money into your account.
Yep.
AI knows the people that you're around based on your demographic. It's very likely that you're about to buy some, maybe some GameStop right now.
Some Tesla calls.
We see that you just transferred this $500 in, or at least AI sees that you've transferred this $500 in, right? AI probably can predict that, hey, this guy was probably going to try to buy this thing first thing tomorrow morning. He's going to drop a little order. So let me read this first bullet again to you. Monitor market and data automatically execute trades when certain conditions are met. Maybe this is just when, hey, the $500 moves in and we know that you're going to be ordering tomorrow morning. So we order today. So that when you get it tomorrow, we can now start dumping
Rug pulls.
This is not about technical analysis.
This is why they're saying get your Bitcoin off exchanges.
Yes.
Because they're about to bring their madness from the stock market into the crypto space.
Exactly. Now,
Shoo.
Bullet number 2, okay? Use machine learning and identify patterns in market data. It's not identify patterns in the market chart. This is market data. Who is selling? Who is buying? This is the stuff we don't see.
You and I don't see that.
Yes, okay? And then when you identify these patterns in market data, predict. You're not determining when to enter. You're not going to execute. Because when you do trades, yes, you predict where the price action will go. Mm-hmm. You cannot really predict when it is you'll be getting in or out.
No, you don't. But you try to plan it.
This is predicting when to get in or out of those investments. Sounds to me like it will front run you every time, unless you can show me a human being that is outsmarting AI or outsmarting AI at this point in time.
And we said we had free markets.
Well, it's free to tech. Carry on, sir.
Oh, jeez. It integrates with other systems such as trading platforms to automate the entire trade execution
process. That is a good one. So they're integrating this into their systems.
No, it could integrate with Robinhood, integrate into TradingView, integrate into anything, and rug pull, take your money.
I'll point this out to people. A lot of times Amazon knows what you need
before I even know what I need.
So they definitely know what you're about to buy.
Oh, true.
If Amazon knows what you're about to buy, BlackRock, Robinhood, all these people know what you're about to buy before you buy it. You cannot win. Do you wonder why these days when you buy stocks is guaranteed almost that it's going to go down? If they have a black pool, they know when you're going to buy, so they can just swap these funds at their own pace.
The other day, JP Morgan was sued for them wiping out trades because someone pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, they've been sued multiple times, and then they just pay a fine and move on and do the same thing. So that does not even mean anything. Let's carry on here, Double O. This is really a shocking one, and this is now all being implemented on the Bitcoin ETF, so they say. So you have to wonder who is going to be affected by this, right? Especially when you look at, they'll probably release this Bitcoin ETF thing, to everyone at some point soon, right? In fact, this Aladdin thing, like you said, has always been there, and there's been this resistance we could say that maybe they were trying to figure out how they can now bring, because Aladdin was not on Bitcoin.
No, it wasn't.
Now Aladdin is on Bitcoin, and it's interesting that now we see all these ETFs being reapplied for, and there is more of a positive air around the approval. What are your thoughts on that?
Scary moments, because BlackRock's job is to create profitability or returns for their customers and themselves, because they make money no matter what.
Yeah.
So the price action up or down would still make BlackRock money, because they can bet it down and they can bet it upwards. And as we all know, BlackRock is the institutional investment that has been pushing back against Bitcoin for decades now,
Yeah.
using the old fact about ESG and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So now, and we know that BlackRock literally runs the government. So now are they going to use BlackRock's Aladdin to push the price down and still make money? Or are they going to use it to pump it up and make money?
I think they'll do it all. I think if you can imagine it, they will do it.
Yep.
Because one thing you also have to understand, it's also, as much whether we believe it or not, we are being inspired psychologically all the time. And so in some ways, when you look at something like this, or whatever BlackRock puts out there, we also have to ask ourselves, what do they want us to do? Because this is communication. People put out this information to get you to take action on something. And what does you taking action in their direction mean for you? I said that we're doing all of those things because they have some of the things here, some examples of what this Aladdin can automate. So we have threshold crossing. Aladdin can be programmed to automatically execute trades when the price of a security crosses a certain threshold. Relative strength. This thing it uses machine learning, right, to identify stocks that are outperforming the market. You cannot do that. You can run all the filters you want. This thing is just, God mode, right? Trailing stops. You can also execute trailing
stops. Lose a lot of money, man. Let's exit real quick.
If you've ever wondered how you're sitting so far away and they come right for your target point, and then change your direction, okay?
I change it the other direction.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about we'll just do a quick rundown here of some potential risk associated with Aladdin's automated investment in Bitcoin.
This will probably be for the investor though, for the banks,
the ETF holders.
Yeah.
Market volatility. Is market volatility a bad thing?
I think it's the elder thing.
You need it to make money. You just need to be in the right side, or pointing in the right direction. Algorithmic bias. This is a strong one.
We've been seeing a lot of AI tools have bias lately. We did a video recently about the bias between ChatGPT and Google.
There's a whole book on algorithms of oppression.
Yes.
That's going on too.
So imagine that in the space.
So it seems like it could be biased to act in favor of the elites. It's all in programming. It can be programmed to delay your trade easily. So essentially you can code all the behaviors that are existing right now, and it's going to just do it. Now we also have cyber security. Automated trading systems are vulnerable to cyber attacks. It will make sense. I mean, it's a honeypot. And who else is a better
centralization, right?
You know what I mean? Centralized. We're gathering all of this money right now and bringing it into one place. It seems like a single point of attack.
Oh snap! Imagine if we get news just like FTX crashed. This time around, there's a big news. Oh, BlackRock got hacked.
Hey, I think that day is coming.
That could dump the price of Bitcoin like
hell. I mean, why would that day not come one day?
Oh snap! I'll buy more.
It is the biggest target out there. Well, what are the benefits of using Aladdin in the Bitcoin market, though? Is there any benefits to this?
For me, I'm sure I'm not getting any benefits. I think it's a lot more risk for the basic investors. I call them basic investors. But for the big investors, I think the biggest advantage is that they now have a tool for their risk management, for their increased efficiency. They don't know what's going on in Coinbase. So if they use Aladdin, they can tell a lot more about, the transactions in Coinbase. Like, they're actually working with Coinbase, by the way. So imagine if you're on Coinbase, they know all your trades.
Here's the thing. If this thing, I think that if this thing was to benefit the investors, then the investors would have access to it as well.
Yeah.
It's not to benefit the investors. The institutions like this have never really been operating to benefit the investors, even though the investors are the reason why they're alive. According to these people, we're going to see increased efficiency for the investor. Aladdin can automate, various tasks here. They keep going on and on. I feel like they just keep throwing this can automate task. What does it mean?
It is, but automation is not always the answer because
it's too vague too.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Because Bitcoin is not an American investment. Like Bitcoin is a global investment. So there are other exchanges that might be doing something else different that Aladdin itself doesn't see.
It's very generic the way they refer to it. Increase efficiency to the investor, improve risk management, enhance transparency.
That is what they do. They're selling their product to the big millionaires that don't have time to do the research.
Well, but this is the thing. What I'm saying is, this is a bunch of the way they communicate it to the general public, right? It's always a bunch of babble. Because this is the reason why I say that. It's always a bunch of babble because they go for these generic things that you can never pinpoint exactly what it is you're getting. It's like when they say it's a matter of national security. Okay. We can no longer sell cheeseburgers because it's a matter of national security.
Yeah, actually, that's a fact. Because of cows supposedly emitting so much carbon dioxide, it's a matter of national security through ESG that they have to get rid of the cows. Okay. I'm like, really? How does that make sense?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a preposterous time. It is absolutely mind-blowing, flabbergasting to say the least, that we're all sitting here and watching these kinds of things unfold right before our eyes. But, we cannot blame our generation either. We've never been in a situation like this. And many of us do not even know how to respond to it or when to respond to it. But I want to point out that it's about awareness. This is why we talk about these things, and this is why we are taking action to protect our own value.
And you should do the same.
BlackRock is. And on the side, they have a crazy project going to take all of yours as well.
So say like that.
It is the facts, man. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for anyone, bro.
Just buy Bitcoin and hold it in your own wallet, bro.
I get nothing from trying to be political correct, man. It takes a lot of effort to do that. So just straight facts. Buy the Bitcoin or not. If you don't buy it, you'll be probably borrowing it from me in the future because we'll become a bank at that point. See? Or you could be with us as another bank as well. Final thoughts, Double O. Let's wrap this one up here.
Champions, Aladdin or not, Bitcoin will still be here. We will survive that nation.
All right. Superior money. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to the channel. We're over 1,300. 1,300 right now.
We're chewing away.
We appreciate each and every one of you. You are kings and queens. Bitcoin is on your side. Now, also check us out on X, formerly known as Twitter, at STAKK. We're also on Spotify as STAKK. Facebook is garbage.
Instagram is even more garbage.
Even more garbage. All right. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, brazen out.
Champions, Double O out.